Yeah, what role did your father play in your life, or father figure? And like, did he, I guess, shape the way that you are as a parent now?
100%. I don't know if we got enough time because my dad is
We can
yeah
always do a part two another time, brother. I ain't tripping.
my dad's the man. My dad's the man. I just got off the phone to him now actually.
That's dope.
Yeah, I mean I love my mum, of course.
Yeah,
My
of
mum
course.
is an incredible woman.
Yeah.
But for me as a man,
Mm-hmm.
yeah, the relationship I had with my dad just hit different.
Mm,
Especially once I got to a certain age and playing football. My mum was supportive as well, but my dad would, take me to games, travel all around, up and down London, outside of London, by car, by train, sun and rain, snow,
mm.
and he would just be there to support me. And if he wasn't there to support me, he'll call me before the game, after the games, to be checking in and see how I'm doing. And of course, this is not just football. This is life.
Yeah.
Any situation in life, my dad's there. Of course, my mum was, but we're talking about dads right now. So, yeah, my dad's an incredible father. Always has been. Some of the stuff from young that he's said to me or he's done for me has stuck with me now to the point, yes, where it has influenced how I am as a man, as a father, and how I treat my boys. So, and I believe them to be very positive things, very good things that he's taught me. That I still, even today, actually, sorry, even today, I'm at the hospital and was holding the door for one of the nurses coming through, and she was saying, "No, you go, you go." I said, "No, no, no, you go." She said, "No, you go." I said, "No, no, no, you go." And she said, "No, no, give me time to rest." I said, "No, I'll wait." So I waited for her, and then she's gone through, and then she said, "Oh, your mum raised you well," and I said, "It was actually." Well, I said, "Well, what about my dad?" You know. So it's to that level where I never forget the teachings and things of my dad, that he's shown me from young. Obviously,
That's
being a
dope.
man, there's certain things that he is gonna show me. Obviously, big
Mm,
respect and love to my mum always, but as a man, there's certain things my dad is gonna show me and has stuck with me. So yeah, that's the influence that he's had.
I love it, bro. Just because it's a beautiful thing, like you said. Like, man, your mannerisms and the way you carry yourself, is a lot of how your dad is. Like you said, your mom obviously for sure had a huge impact as well in your life. But yeah, that's dope, and it made me think too. We don't think about it when we're in it, right? Like you said, you had, your football stuff, you had different events, different things going on, and the sacrifices both of your parents made, of course,
Mhm.
right? But the sacrifices and things like we was highlighting certain things your dad was doing, calling you, checking up on you, taking you, different places all over, right? And when we're young, we don't realize that. Then when we're older, especially when we have our own kids, like, damn, my dad was doing all of this. You know what I
Mhm.
mean? And so I'm pretty sure now that you look back at it, you probably like are kind of blown away by like all the things he was doing for you.
I mean, I knew back then because of the way I felt like going
Mm,
back to the football side of things, knowing that my dad is coming to a game. Occasionally, he might be late. And this is when I knew how much it meant to me because even back then, because it's like my game couldn't start until I knew he was there.
mm.
I'll be playing, but in my mind, I'm looking around. Oh, my dad's got dreads. I'm thinking, where is this Rasta man? Where are the dreads? I can't see him. So it's like in my mind, I'm not fully locked in. I'm not fully concentrating on the game. And then once my dad gets there now and I see him, it's like, all right, cool. Now let's go. Now let's go. Dad's here. Now let's go. That's literally the kind of influence that he had on me. From young. Um, I even say young. This kind of continued up until I was 20s, mid 20s.
Yeah,
I was still not rely on my dad, but it will still mean that much to me when he came to my games and stuff. So
dope.
yeah.
I love it, bro. No, that's dope, man.